Good afternoon, I'm Samuel Berkeley. In this vlog, I will discuss the areas of learning how to accept others for who they are and not for what they do. It will also speak to how we are to act as followers of Christ rather than people of the world. In this vlog, it will take key elements that we have learned throughout our coursework and now how they can be applied to situations where differences are at the forefront of the table. To continue, we all come from various backgrounds. Living in a country with over 330 million people, being the United States, it is unfathomable of the number of cultures that we have here in our very own backyard. With that being said, this means that we are going to have many different viewpoints regarding an endless amount of topics, from religion to food to anything really. I myself was raised in a traditional Christian household, where the Christian foundation was our core growing up. This is where most of my beliefs come from to this day. However, we often have the perceived notion, as being Christians, that when we grow up in a Christian home, that we may have a closed-off mind to others or other viewpoints. As to who came up with this viewpoint, I do not know, but it's something that we struggle with, and it gives Christians a bad reputation. I can, however, see that this may be true when it comes to the LGBT community. Growing up in a Christian home, I knew what God's word said about same-sex marriage, and this is something that was easy to stand against because it's very clear to see where people stand. When I was in church service this last Sunday, we as a congregation were asked, can we maintain God's traditional values and still love people who are affiliated with the LGBT community? I kept saying yes, but deep down I knew that I truly did not believe this. As I sat in service and it progressed on, my pastor gave us something to chew on, which was how many number of times do we sin in any given day? We may judge, speak ill of others, and we can be quick to anger. My pastor then provided us with James 2:10, which reads, "For whoever keeps the whole law but fails in one point has become accountable for all of it." What this Bible verse and my pastor was getting at is that we have all fallen short of the glory of God. Why are we so quick to judge others who have sinned when we ourselves have our own baggage to take care of? Now, taking what we have learned from this coursework, we can see that there are things we can do to help better ourselves in terms of showing love rather than passing judgment. First of all, we have self-concept. Self-concept is the act or understanding of how we view ourselves. If I am someone who has spent my entire life with the idea that I judge people and look down upon others, then I'm going to have a negative self-concept and believe that's the kind of person I really am. However, if I am able to change myself as someone who is caring and needs to be there for others, rather than passing judgment, this can help me reach people I never thought I would be able to, and therefore my self-concept can change along with that for the better. Secondly, we have our choice of language. Language is vital to communication, as we have learned, because that can make or break a situation when communicating with others, especially with people who have different viewpoints. Now, there are multiple ways we can communicate with others. It can be verbal as well as nonverbal. If we are able to change the language from being hurtful or attacking to being welcoming or invitive, it can help bring people around to your viewpoints that you thought you might not have the opportunity to speak to before. To wrap up, these are some of the things that my pastor, as well as instructor in my coursework, have helped in my journey to be a better person in the community, as well as a better communicator. When we have these ideas or mindsets, we can help invite others to Christ through love and compassion being at the forefront, Thank you.